Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders.
Now, 55, 180, 55, hey, we're good, we're good. 180. Check three.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Go. 694. 51 the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Switch.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
There we go, dude. That's the way to hit.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Move that down. And Raider 2.
To throw his Carr. Jones breaking from the contact. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
It's a gain of 10.
This game, this matchup means a little more to the Carr family. Derek Carr's brother David, of course, the first overall pick in 2002 by these Houston Texans. Spent 5 years as the Texans starter, and then he would eventually spend 6 more years as a backup in the league at various spots before calling it a career. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Carr completes it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Running on first down, Eckler. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Carr going to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. On the screen, this is Eckler. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, 734. Walk, get walk.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Check 4, check 4. Alert 3, alert 3.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back's mine, back's mine. Watch the safety, 9.
Miller. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And if you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 2nd down, it's Miller. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Watch the pass. Check 43.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller His 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Carr now on first down. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. And the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. On first down, Carr, complete to Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Carl come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Eckler. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Carr now on first down. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
29.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Being chased out left. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Showing it. Switch.
Hey, 31. Hey, 59.
To throw is Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
And the Texans first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Pushing his way through. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Check 99. Hey.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Alert flow.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Set. 19.
I'm coming.
24. Down and go.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Set. 19.
Watch it, all you get is a headache. Check 3. He's coming. We got double.
59.
Tight dog.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
3 points down, he's coming.
Watson on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They come out here in the I.
Hey, check.
Check.
SOS. Share. 66. Pull it. High. I got it.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Switch. Hey, switch gears.
26. Check 9.
Watson now to throw. And this will complete to Will Fuller. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Texans first down.
19.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Big ass. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check
54.
Staying open.
A first down carry now for Miller. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and long. It's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. It's Eckler again. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check. Oh, low. Pressure. Hey, check 24.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Hey, right Monday down.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And an alley to run. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 50 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run here with Eckler. He will push his way down to about the 14. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Squeeze, double.
Once more, here's Eckler. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Kill. Who's right feet? Check 13. Undercut. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
That's the score. Raiders 14, Texans 7. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Texans take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. From the gun, here's Watson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Let's get this.
At the 48-yard line.
Check. Down. 180. Hey, we're good, we're good. 180. Let's see it. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Jim. White Monday, down.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey. We got three. 3 down. 36. 6:37.
Now Eckler. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run it again with Miller. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees and the Saints had more with 6. They'll run on first down. Miller. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. Still belong to that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
We got 25 to Mike. Hey, 59. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check motion, 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 motion. Slam, slam, slam. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line.
That's good for the Texans. First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
19, 59. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up. At 25 to Mike. We'll go.
Back to throw, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
At 25 to Mike. We'll go. Alert, alert. Check the backer, check the backer. Watch the eye. 26. 26, check 26. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang.
First carry here for Taiwan Jones. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
We want it. Come to my world. Shoot. Out. 54. Check.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That's going to be a long 25. That's going to be a long game. Whip. Watch me. Check 3. Switch.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now it's Miller. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check 4.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
24.
Watch the shot. Motion.
Watson with a give to Miller. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Brings up 2nd and 10
Let's
at
get
the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Carr. They'll roll him out right. He completes it to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
down. 185. I'm here all day. 29. 24 is the mic. I'm not ready.
Now Carr. He's got it to Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Carr now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10.
6-18. 24 is the mic. Not here.
Carr to throw. This complete to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A huge play there in overtime. 47 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10.
Hold the look, hold the look, hold. And let's go.
This is Miller. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Again, it's Miller. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And Thomas has it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
This is it. Like an egg. Hey, eat. Hey, watch your leg. Back. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Here it comes. Check 43. Check. And let's go.
They'll run on first down. Miller with first down and more. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.